You're live. I got smashed by this. We're down to town today, so we'll get some few supplies. Hello. Cloudscape. Right on, bro. Right on. Hang on. We'll leave that one too. Now, what I've got to do here is I can't speak to anybody, but I'm going to make a phone call in a minute. What was the phone call even about? I got busted by the detectives at the Tully post office, and they had me and locked me up and fucking took me away because I got some weed sent through the channel, and I got to do a look at this. This is how true it is. All right, look at that. Read that. Read that. Okay, that's what it is. That's what I'm going to make a phone call about. Okay, and everyone can hear it. Can you hear me okay there, Baker? Cloudscape? Tell me if you can hear me, please. Loud and clear? Because I'm not gonna be talking to you, I'm gonna be talking to these people on the phone. Can you hear me? Can you fucking hear me? Yes or no? Someone give me an answer. Well, mate, I'm gonna do a phone call to this drug diversion. We're gonna do a cool hand. Hey, mate, loud and clear. Well, guess what? We're gonna fucking do it in about 3 minutes. I'm just having me wheat mix with fucking organic bananas and cold milk. Organic bananas and cold milk. We're gonna do a straight over to the Queensland Police Drug Diversion Unit. If you can hear me, you're gonna hear her. All right. If you can hear me, you'll hear her in a minute. I'm gonna read the chat. Hmm. No, I'm not. I'm only going to read the chat. I'm going to talk to her. I'm not going to. I can't talk about what's on the chat. Hey, hey, I'm talking to people now. Hey, 12th man, Lorne, you want to? This is. We're going to do a live right now. I'm going to ring up, and we're going to smoke a fucking pipe. She won't hear a bong. All right. Fuck their drug diversion. And the Mr. P that busted me. I got to do it, otherwise I could end up in jail. More than automatic. Yeah. That was Lukey saying, good morning, automatic. Good morning, Luke. All right. I'll put that there. It's just about time. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This will be a first. I can't have anybody up because no one's allowed to talk. I've got to talk very softly. You're going to the weed store. Good on you, 12 man. You want a taxi, do you? How much they charge you, bloke? I'll come and get you. World first. I'm going to delete the video afterwards. Because anyone that's on here live now is going to see it. 90 seconds and counting. Here we go. So, quiet, please.
Can I help you?
Yes, my name's Stephen Ware, W-A-R-E. I was supposed to ring up at 8:45.
Yeah. Try it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, go for your life. 28th of November, 1956.
Yeah. Contact number.
0427923349. 435 Billiana Road, I think it is. Billiana, Upper Murray Upper. What's Medicare got to do with the police? Oh, okay. Sorry, I just no, that's fine. Just you have to give me a minute till I go and get my license. Me wallet. It's just out in the car. Okay, Medicare card. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh, look at that, straight off the bat. Straight off the open your wallet and that's okay. You want a number? 2314 37080 and number 2 it says it next to it. And I'm number 1 on the card. I'm the only one on the card. Well, I'm all for it. I'm all for it because it is what it is. I've yeah, I won't say everything, but you ask the questions and I'll give you the straight up answers because that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Always that I do.
I got nothing to hide from Queensland Health Service. They've helped me out. I'm originally from New South Wales. I've travelled from Victoria, and I got into trouble in Queensland. I'm 66-year-old bloke. I'm very hard. I've still got the spots like a leopard, and I haven't changed them. You know, I am an old retired truck driver through medical, and that's what it's all about. Okay, I run into some hard times, but you start asking the questions and do whatever you got to do, and I'm happy to answer them. That's fine. That's fine by me. That's fine by me.
Yeah, if you have any questions, kind of thing.
What do you want to subpoena me to court? What did you say about if I have what? Oh, okay. Yeah. Not a problem. Yeah. You got your privacy, and I've got mine. I got some marijuana sent through the mail. Okay, I've been a pot smoker for 45 years, on and off. I give it away when the Olympic Games come to Australia. I give it away for a few years because it was it was good. I went and worked there because it was good money. So I've the last 10 years of my retirement, I've used it for medical. Okay, and I run into some hard times. Even though the medical, I've only been on it for a little while, but I run into some hard times and I couldn't afford it. And I'm travelling around Australia and run into some really hard times. Lost a lot of money on somebody that we actually bought. My partner and I, a caravan, and it cost us big money, believe me. And just a friend was helping me out. Sent some weed to me. The copper busted me. The dog must have picked it up. It was, look, it is what it is. I can't change anything. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to be there. The post office set me
Yeah.
up, but I was guilty of what it was. It was addressed to me. He wanted me to give me made up. I couldn't do it. He thought he caught number one drug king of Queensland, I think. Yeah, well, he pushed me, he grabbed me on the arm. I put me hand in my wallet to get my identification, and when I put my identification on the counter, he went to grab me on the arm, and I didn't know who he was. And within a split second, I pushed him. I just pushed him away. I wasn't trying to say go get all. Yeah. I didn't know who he was. I just did not know who he was, and that's honest. I just pushed him aside and, what the hell are you doing, bloke? And he said, I'm a police officer, and he's gone back and he's sort of spun the little signs and all the cards. He's knocked them over, sort of thing. And he didn't realise. And then the uniform copper, he come flying in the door, and they both just grabbed hold of me. You're under arrest. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to seize your phone. You did what for, mate? I'm only just, yeah, go for your life, mate. Yeah. They picked me up at Australia Post. Whatever happened, it's I've got a couple of previous drug convictions over a 65-year period, and I started smoking marijuana when I was 16. So there's 50 years, and I'm not. It's the law, not me. There's more people than me, but I'm guilty. The only thing I'm guilty of is receiving it. Is receiving it. Okay, it was sent to me because of a good bloke that I know. Give it to me, and I can't change anything about it. I'm not guilty. I'm guilty of that charge, but for the marijuana, I'm not really, I've only got, if I get another, I've got bad medical. I've got pancreatic problems. I've got diabetes. I've got diabetic neuropathy. My left leg just gives away and shakes. And that's through the diabetes. I have an ultrasound done on it, and I'm lucky to hear a couple of beats in a minute. My right leg, it'll beat all day. The nerves, the tissues, all the vessels in my left leg have all given away, and that's not from being a truck driver. It's just the way the diabetes has dealt me. I had to give my truck driving away 10 years ago because of they wouldn't. I didn't want to. I could have got another couple of years, but because you have to get checked out by an endocrinologist, it's they she said, you won't do it too much longer, and she was right. The blood tells your life story, so I listened to her, and then I had to give it up, and it's not. It's just that the medical got very expensive, and when I lost all that money, I just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
It's not at the moment, because I'm in between a rock and a hard place. I'm traveling, but I'm stable. I'm stable at this where we're at till about February. We're stable here. Maybe March, we don't know. We want a farm stay. We do some free work on a farm, and we get free accommodation. Mow a bit of lawns, feed a few animals. The people go away and work away 1 week out of every fortnight, and we're sort of the caretakers. It's an easy job. Oh, we love it. We love it. This is, since we come from Victoria originally, and I was born in Sydney myself back in the early days, and I got a partner who's got the same birthday on the same day, except 1 year difference, and we've been together for 9 years. She doesn't touch marijuana. Never smoked it in her life. And she's fine with me, because it's not an illegal drug for me. When I say she sees the difference in what I used to be on, what they call fentanyl. It's true that the doctors would not from that's doctor's medicine, and like Royal Melbourne Hospital for 16 weeks over a period of 6 months. I was in and out of Melbourne Hospital, and I was in the fetal position, crying like a baby, with someone stabbing me in the ribs. That's me pancreas playing up, and it was like a wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my doctor's right behind me with what I do. She's if I want to get anything like in prescriptions, I've got to go back to Victoria and see her. I made an appointment with a bloke in Cairns, but on the 5th of January, and then I've got to pay $240. I haven't got $240 to pay a consultation like that. I don't have it. And then I've got to go back the second time and go up to Cairns and do 2 visits to his office at and I get $89 back off Medicare. I can't afford the difference over that period of time at this time now coming up for Christmas. You know, we've got to send our Christmas parcels off this week to get anywhere. So yeah, money's tight, but that doesn't put me in any different category than anyone else. That's, when he said to me he was going to do this and do all that, mate, I said, just go for your life, but I'll never give anybody up. And he said, well, how about a drug diversion? Never known what it was. Well, it is. I got busted on Byron Bay Beach in northern New South Wales with about 2 grams of marijuana back in the 70s, and they thought they'd caught the Godfather. Yeah, it doesn't, my the benefits of it. I have a sensation where I sometimes get really bad pins and needles in my feet. Okay, that's through the nerves. When you go down to the bottom of your feet, most people, that if you feel something, it'll come back up your leg. It feels like someone sticks a pin in my big toe and it doesn't come back up. Ow! It's there right now, and the pins and the depends on this is I'm trying to be straight up here. Depends on the level of the THC, the medical stuff. And I was on oil, medical and oil, flour and oil, and that oil was just the best thing ever that I've ever had for my leg. Yeah, I went through the 2GA and got approved, and then I phoned a doctor, and then all of a sudden the financial side hit when everything sort of went down, and that's what it is, and it's the medical side of it. If I'm trying to get hold of back in to find a doctor, and that's not going to charge me the world. And then I can afford to buy what I need to buy without going on. I don't know anybody up here, so that's why I got it sent up to me, because I'm not going to walk around the streets asking for it. I don't go into a hotel and ask for it, and I get busted for getting it was only like 20 something grams or whatever it was. It was only a small amount, but it's still the charge that the copper grabbing me, and that's I don't have any answers to say that I'm not guilty of that charge, but everything else, I'll stand and defend in my life, because that's me. And people say that you straight up, what does it do for you? My doctor was on the fence for a long time, and then she said to me, She said to me one day, she said, "Are you still smoking marijuana?" And I said, "Does the Pope Catholic? I haven't stopped." And she told me, she said, "Well, I can see a difference in you. I can see a big difference in you, and you really cut down on your medications." I walked into a wardrobe one night because I was on fentanyl patches. I never knew what the hell was going on, and I just said, "Nah, this is not me. This is not me." So one pain management doctor told me I was going to take about 2 years to get off fentanyl. I said, "Yep, I'll see you." I said, "I won't be back within 2 years." He said, "Why is that?" I said, "Well, you told me 2 years. If I get off in 6 months, I'm going to have mate. I got myself off it in 8 months. Myself, I suffered, but I also got back into when I was working. marijuana was only just a recreational drug. It wasn't a drug that I drove heavy vehicles on. I was a truck driver for 38 years. Back in my younger days, things like that, you could party on a Friday night and go to work on the Monday. You're not having to worry about because there was no tests and all that sort of stuff. But when you get explosive licenses and heavy vehicle licenses and dangerous goods, you got to have your wits about you. And you know what's in your system today can be there in 4 or 5 days. So I respected my, and I even had a taxi and a hire car and a bus license. I had every license you could nearly get, and I respected those licenses because I was done had my license, my first license when I was 16. That's 50 years ago, and that today's if you I wouldn't even hop behind the wheel of a car or something. My missus drives if I think that when I do, but we haven't moved anywhere, and it's you take the risk, but it stays in your system. But on the other hand, I don't mind having I have a couple of beers every now and then. Believe me, if it's two or three beers in a week, I'm going. That's about it. Before when I was working, it'd be 4 or 5 beers in about 6 months, because the day you have off, the day you have off, it was no good going out and drinking beer because you had to go to work the next day. And alcohol it hasn't been a big part of my life, where marijuana has. Oh, that oil, if I could, the 225, if I could, it's $90 for 30 mils, and it's not. It's I've got no scripts, see, and doctors want $250 for a script, and then that oil's $90, and the flour's about 120. There's another. It's about nearly a $500 adventure, you know.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have the $500. That's why a good mate of mine that knows me really well, and it come out of a legal state, so it wasn't illegal. It was the only thing illegal about it was sending the mail. If you put it in on a truck and put it in a box, you wouldn't have known it was what was in it. It's only because it got stopped at Brisbane Mail Centre, and that's the only thing I plead guilty to. But I could have gotten a lot more trouble with the law if I had taken it to court. If it had gone to court.
Yeah.
I'm not doing too. I'm not doing too good. Believe me, and it's not as though I want to be. And I'm trying to give up cigarettes. They've been a part of my life for too long. My partner's trying to give up cigarettes, but um, I've got to put up with doctors' prescriptions, and because I can't ask my doctor without her seeing me. And no doctor, we've tried to get into a couple of doctors up here. My missus has had 2 heart attacks, and we tried to, and she comes out in all these hive sort of rashes because of the heat and the humidity, and something around it does it to her. And we've tried to see doctors up here between Tully and Carwell, and they're not taking any new patients. She's been to the she's been to Tarlee Hospital twice in an ambulance, and then when we went down to South, is it Ingham? Ingham, we went to Ingham, and she went to I took her to the hospital there, and she got some treatment. She's got to take these some sort of antihistamine tablets to stop the swelling of her lips. It looked like someone had punched her eye in. She'd come up really swelled and so did the lips. And and so I rang the ambulance the first time. I think, she got I think she got a $700 bill, and she's on we're on both on pension cards. Yeah, so that she got to ring them up and get that sorted out. But no, it is what it is, and you know, I tell a lot of young, I've got a lot of friends with a lot of young kids and stuff like that, and the young fellas, and it's not just, it's not just. They ask me, "Have you ever tried this? Have you ever tried that?" No, I wouldn't touch that. I've never put a the
Yeah.
only noodle I've put my arm is to, well, not to my arm and to myself is my insulin pen. I take insulin every day, and that's the only thing I inject myself with. I've never ever done anything in that other way in my life. I've never, it's always marijuana was a hippie drug back in the 60s and 70s, and I was about 16 to 17 when I first hit it, and I'm the black sheep of the family, but I can't change what I enjoy, and what it does for me more than anything at the moment. There's no, um, it's more of the high of the getting the sensation of the suffering. I'm going through a bit of pain at the moment. I've got those tingles in my feet. I've got those all the symptoms of diabetic neuropathy in my left leg. I've got them full on now, and to get, I can get all my medical stuff from my doctor, but I want to hang on to my doctor. She's a lovely lady, and she's been looking after me for years. But we're going to take a couple of years and do a trip around Australia, so I won't see her for another 2 years. But to see it, yeah, I do a one every 2 or 3 weeks with her, and she's good. I just ring up and make an appointment, and bang, she's always there. She's always been there for me. Because the previous doctor, he stood at me and screamed at me because he asked me how much marijuana I smoked, and I said, "Oh, just a little bit every couple of days now and then." And because that was true back then, that was just before I got medically sick. And this doctor stood up and he stood over me and shouted and raved and ranted at me about taking me out and do's and don'ts about it. And I was older than him. He was only a young bloke, and he tried to tell me everything about it. And I said, "No, mate, come on." And I just went downstairs and said, "I never want to see that doctor again." He had the wrong attitude towards me. Yeah, he had the wrong attitude towards me, and that's where I got my lady doctor from. She's Greek, and she's absolutely one beautiful lady. Yeah. Well, and she learned a lot about me, and she said to me, she said, "You straight up, aren't you?" And I said, "Well, why should I fill your pockets full of rubbish if you're going to be my doctor? What am I trying to achieve? If I tell you I suffer in pain, I suffer in pain. If you tell me you can do this for me or this, I'm not going to. I'm not here to shop a doc. I want someone that's going to help me get through all this. And you give me what you think, and we'd just go from. We started off small, but then we ended up big. You know, I do have access, but I've got to watch what I do now. Who do I go and approach on the street without getting into trouble by the bloke that just grabbed hold of me?
Yeah.
I am. You want answers? That's the straight up answer. I could tell you a year I can go and get it, but what happens if I get caught again, or what happens to that situation? That cop he knows my head now. He knows who I am, and I could afford the medical side of it, but I can't afford the doctor's side of it. If I could get a doctor could come on board and give me a free consultation and I and something like that, I'd be straight up. I'd be there straight away. I'd only want to spend like $100 or $150, and I could do with that, and I could get into the oil's the thing that's the um, and just a small amount of flour. You know, you only get 10 grams or whatever they are, but some of them start at $80 and some go up to $200.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've tried a couple, but see, I went to after I got into trouble with the copper, I went to the chemist, the local chemist here, and he said, "Yeah, there is a bloke," and he put me onto that bloke in Cairns, I think his name was Doctor Singh,
Yeah.
and he's 200 and something dollars straight off the bat with a very small amount back off Medicare, and you have to go to his office. So there's $100 to drive up there and back.
Yeah.
I'm 2 hours away easy. Yeah, I'm 200 kilometres away easy. There's diesel now is $2.40 a litre down here. Astronomical.
Like a motivation thing.
Yeah, well, since I've retired, there's been and the way the health is, there's always been a lack of motivation, because you know that you don't have to get up and go and do anything. And after a while that you keep on doing it, it might be fun to start off with. But for the bloke that I'm here now, it gets a bit boring, and I say it's a long day it's a long day in 24 hours to do nothing. So you've got to go out and do something. There's got to be you've got to get up and go and do it, and be and well. Well, a little bit of a routine, but when you suffer what I've suffered since I've been in trouble with the law, because I've had that no cannabis thing. That's been, I don't know, it's been I think it's a month or 3 weeks since I got into trouble. I can't remember that far back. I had to find the papers, but it's been a challenge just to do anything. And we've got a beautiful waterfall up here, and we've got the place we look after. It's got a pool, so I go and sit in the pool for a couple of hours, and that's about the only thing that's helping me get through this now. Just a very small fraction of it, not as full as what I had when I had the cannabis. It's a hard way. You rock on a hard place. Which way do I go? It is frustrating, and that gets you down a little bit. And I get a little bit depressed. It's we made a mistake and bought the wrong caravan, but when you look at $50,000 and $60,000 that you lose, I lost that sort of money. That was it really bites hard. And every now and then, when things are getting tough, you think, Jesus Christ, how did I do that? But it is what it is. You can't cry over spilt milk, and you can't go backwards.
Yeah, that's right.
No, no. My partner's got a my stepdaughter. I've been with her for 9 years. She's got a mental disability, and she's 6 years old, but she's a 32-year-old woman, and she's in a full-time care in Melbourne. And because it's Christmas, this is the first time Mum's had no Christmas with her. We're 3,000 kilometres away, and we talk to her on the computer every Saturday. But it's Christmas time coming up, and I love that girl with all my. I've got my own daughter. She's 30 years old. She lives in Victoria with a boyfriend. That's fine. We can handle that part of it, but the other part of not seeing the one with special needs is really, really getting hard, and we've got to send some parcels off um, in the next tomorrow. By tomorrow, we've got to send a couple of parcels off. So You know, it's Christmas time is not the best time. It can be joyful for some, but it's not always. Yeah, but yeah, and that does get depressing. But me and my girl, we get on like a house on fire. We don't argue, we don't fight. We have a connection that we love to travel, we love to go out and sightsee. We've got all the main things that we do, but we're complete opposites in what transpires, and that's what brings us together.
Yeah. Yeah. That,
Well, she's always she's been there always for me since day one.
yeah.
And that's why we hit it off together, because when we met online at a dating site, and we started chatting, and she was like 750 kilometers away from where I used to live. And I met, and she said, "When's your birthday?" And I told her. She said, "How did you know my birthday?" I said, "No, that's mine." She didn't believe me. I had to take a photo. I had to take a photograph of my license and send it to her.
Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, well, but yep, yep.
Be like,
I've suffered from depression before. You know, I just lost my mum 12 months ago, 15 months ago. I lost my dad when I was 20. I lost my sister when I was 6. And my family's gone, except for my natural daughter who's 30. And
yeah.
we get on. I was denied a lot of non-access when I was a younger guy because of two things. I drove trucks and I smoked marijuana. And my missus used to hold that against me for I couldn't do too many things. Oh, you know. But she lived with me, and she went through it. She let me. I explained it, and she never said a word. But it's when the child was born, it was wow, everything changed. But it is. She knew beforehand who she was getting involved in. But as soon as the child's born, you got no participation at all. Yeah. And that haunted me for a while. I was paying a solicitor that was giving her information. Yeah, no, it wasn't good. Well, yeah, my solicitor was giving her solicitor information, and they had me cornered. But anyway, that's the past. But no,
Um,
I'm in a great place. Yeah, yeah. We're going to have to move. We because it's um we do it what we like to do. We enjoy ourselves, not every day, but we go. I made the lawns here. I get on a couple of ride-on mowers, have a ride around, enjoy it. The missus goes over and feeds a couple of little ponies and some chooks and ducks. And the place here is like the Garden of Eden. There's 26 acres of lush land, and everything you want to see: lemons, peaches, mangoes, bananas. It's just and the people are great. They work away in the mining industry. Christmas is coming up. They're going to be away for a while. They're going to do their thing. They probably go away about the 10th or 11th, and I think they go away for 19 days. So they know they're all good here. We've been here for quite a few months. We got us through a friend of a friend. They were here before, and they got her husband. The friend's husband got sick, so he had to go back down the Gold Coast. And we just happened to be talking. She said, "I've got a place if you want it." She said, "I know where you can go perfect." So we were We were down near Bundaberg and we just drove up, and spoke to the people beforehand, and they said, yeah, sure. And they must have rang the lady. She said, I'll vouch for him. No, it's a great place. It's it has, and and it didn't matter where I was at. That parcel was always going to be here, because I just didn't have. Go on. I said, well, no matter which town I was in, I would have asked for that parcel. That parcel would have been, if I'd have been south or if I'd have been north, that parcel would have been sent to me because I asked for it. And it's not, I didn't ask for it over any other way. I just asked me good mate, and he said, of course, mate. He said, I'll help you out, no worries whatsoever. And he never blinked an eyelid. He knew what I was suffering because he comes from the same little town I come in, and he's seen what I've done over the years, and he never hesitated. And he around and do nothing. It's not. It's not. It's there to help me. It does give me a bit of a high. It does give me a bit of a sensation. It's not like it used to be because the pain and the suffering is more overwhelming than what the other side of the coin is. It, yeah, in my younger years, I would say it was a substance abuse, because the longer people, I used to have relatives and that say, oh, because you smoke marijuana, you're going to be the black sheep of the family and you're going to try heroin one day. And I seen my auntie after 35 years, I never seen eyes on her till my father, till 35 years later. And I said to her, she said, who are you? I said, I'm the bloke that's not a drug addict. Remember that? And
Yeah.
a stigma there. But marijuana, I say to the young ones today, I can't tell you that not to take it, but if you put a needle to your arm and you put anything else down your throat other than what you say you're going to do now, I say you've got to be careful because it's someone, you're playing Russian roulette with yourself, not with me, not with anybody else. You're playing it with yourself because you don't know what's in that. Okay, and marijuana can act differently too. In many ways, it can give you a false thing of you think you're on a high, and what you do is you don't know what you're going to do. It acts differently. It can it can be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It depends on your mental stability and on what you've done. The stigma when I first told a doctor back in 1980, I think it was, about smoking cannabis, was, what? What are you talking about? I don't want to know about that stuff. Oh well, doc. Yeah. Sorry, but if I didn't tell you, you'd ask me what I'd done last week and ask me why I forgot about what I was talking about.
Yeah. You just think to you think just let people know that this option is to be completely
Exactly right. Yes.
yeah, I don't need to do something about that.
What would Queensland? A question for you: what would Queensland Health be able to, not financially, but put me in the right direction with some sort of doctor that's going to prescribe something that's not going to do all this, what I've explained about it all? Can Queensland Health do anything like that?
We
Okay, yeah, I understand that. That's fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
basically in terms of holiday birthday.
Right. So who do I hear from? Who do I hear from? Do I hear from anybody?
No,
That's good. That's good. That's good. I wasn't going to miss this because the copper did tell me about, if he next time you could end up in serious trouble, blah 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 blah. I know what the rules are. It was a mistake by getting caught, and that's about the only word they caught me. And the rest of it is a medical thing, and like he alone, everyone will leave you alone. That's what. Yeah, well, thank you very much for the time, and what you've done. You there? Yeah, the reception. I'm in a bad spot here. It's just, yeah, we're going to work. Yeah, it is in a bad spot sometimes. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it, and I didn't mind doing it. No, no. You have an awesome day too. Thank you. Bye bye. Finished. Now you motherfuckers can hear me. Now you motherfuckers can hear me. Hey?
No, we can't.
Hang on. Hang on. You'll be able to hear me now because I can fucking talk.
No sound.
Hang on, because I've got no sound. Oh, you're joking. You couldn't hear me all that time. Ah, bullshit. What happened there?
Not even there.
Aren't I? What happened? Now I am. Oh, you can hear me. Oscar, give me a wave.
Yo,
Where'd you go to, Blake? How are you?
how you going, mate? Having a good day or what?
Having a good day or what? I just been on the phone to doing a drug diversion for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was watching a bit of that. Yeah, I watched that.
Oh, it's just a lot of fucking bullshit for 52 minutes, I think it was.
It
So what?
was a bit hard to hear her.
Mate, they want to know stuff. I just tell them straight up, mate. I'm not worried about a bit of weed. Fuck.
Yeah,
They don't have
it was hard.
they're not there. They're not there to judge you. It's just that they're just. I got caught red-handed with some fucking weed in the mail. Won't happen again.
Well, how it happens. What happens?
Shit happens, mate. What's your day up to?
Not much at the moment. Just sort of chilling at the moment. Had a few cones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this? I'm going
Well,
to
they
delete the stream. Thank you, Cloudscape. I will delete it very shortly. Because I had to give out my details over the phone and I forgot to fucking mute it, but I'll wipe it out. Look at that. Breakfast of Champions.
What was
Got
the lady
jam.
on the What was the lady on the other side even saying? Was she saying for you to stop smoking weed? Like, was she saying
No.
anything?
Yeah, no, she never told me to stop. She asked me why I use it, and I told her 70% medical, what I've been through, how long I've been smoking it. What you looking for?
Yeah. Sounded like a bunch of
Um,
bullshit.
Well, it's might have been bullshit to some people, but it saved my ass from going to court.
Mm. Yeah, it seemed a lot
But,
easier than that, didn't it?
You might be a young school mate, but I'm old school, and when you don't give a fuck about what marijuana is, and you get busted 3 or 4 times in your life, you start to take notice. I've got a conviction in Victoria, I've got a conviction in New South Wales, and I've got a conviction in Queensland now. I haven't got a conviction in Queensland because I've done a drug diversion. If I'd have gone to court, I could have got a $500 fine.
Yeah, no, definitely a better option.
I took the option that they give me. I never give me mate up. And you know what I just did on live? I pulled a fucking couple of fucking pipes, mate.
Fucking oath, bro.
I've been smoking weed, mate, for over 45 years. This thing. I think the local coppers are going to worry about getting busted with a bit of weed. And it caught me with 100 pound. I would have fucking, or 100 plants with a fucking handful. Put the dog over the parson. The dog smoked the parson. Get a nose and what the fucking what I got.
Yeah, well, that's it,
So what's the
Fucking
weather like down your way?
don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Nothing much happening around, is there?
Well, that's a
Right.
beautiful day out there.
Haven't heard anything too crazy lately.
No,
Other than the recent floods, that the fact that it keeps flooding down here is still happening somehow, as of very recent.
you're in Victoria.
No, in New South Wales, like there's still been bad localized flooding around here.
Local flooding, eh?
Yeah. Fuck, where was it? There was one town that actually completely flooded again at one point, like a few weeks ago.
Come up for a minute, Luke. Come up for a minute, bloke. Come up, Mick. Just come up and have a pipe.
I'll have a bong in a sec myself, but just in a sec.
No worries. Is this task still there, Dale? Brenda. Brenda. Is this task still there? See you later, Lorne. Batping and Kalani. Try our best, Mick. Try our best on that one. I was shot by my brother-in-law.
Yo.
Yo. Luke's coming up in a minute.
Yo,
What's
can you hear me?
hot down your way or cold?
Hot, 30 to 35 degrees every day.
It's humidity is 85% up here and it's 31 degrees.
That's like the same weather that I'm getting, bro. Where I am, anyway.
Well, I think one day next week's going to hit 39, they said.
Oh, fuck, that's good weed.
Good weed.
Fucking real good weed. Off chops. Fucking shit.
Is it cool?
G'day, g'day.
G'day, g'day.
How do you feel, mate?
Fucking shit.
You feel diverted?
No, I feel like a beer.
G'day, g'day. Oh, I've got some fucking echo. Sorry, mate. I
That's
just
all
didn't
right.
get that.
I
You feel like a beer?
hear.
I thought you feel like a bong after that. Talking about weed for fucking an hour.
Well, I had a couple of leads, a couple
Yeah.
of draws on this.
Couldn't hear her real well. What was she saying? What sort of stuff was she asking you?
What? How she doesn't know what all she knows that I got into trouble with the law. She doesn't know anything else.
Yeah, right.
Or she wanted to know how I got in trouble, what was in trouble for. I didn't
Oh,
tell her.
okay. Oh, yeah, right.
When I told her I pushed the copper over in the fucking post office, she couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, right. I didn't hear her laugh. Yeah, right. It was strange. Sometimes the mic could pick her up, and sometimes it wouldn't. So.
Yeah. Hey, but
So
she kept on telling me this could be recorded for privacy purposes, and I said, "Yeah, same here."
yeah.
She never picked
Training,
up an ear.
training and quality purposes.
She never understood what I was telling
her. Yeah, fair enough.
80% of that was truthful. 80% was truthful. 20% I filled the pockets full of shit.
Mate, can't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
You're candy coated fucking shit, mate.
Candy?
It was a good story.
You're fucking candy coated pure fucking cow shit.
Hey, Autos.
You're boiling it in fucking water and sugar, mate.
Well, mate, I put my hand up. I said the only thing I've done illegal is I picked it up at the post office. That's all I've done illegal. I never posted it. Someone else did. And whatever they fucking posted, I got busted for. Whoopie do. Anyone
Yeah, well,
thought
that's
I
it.
was
You didn't purchase anything.
Yeah, that's right. It was Queensland Mafia. For my Queensland Mafia, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, welcome Queensland. Does make sense,
Yeah.
They're just cockheads.
Well, I guess it does. I mean, fucking we are probably a bit of a lawless bunch at the best of times, so they probably come down hard on us for a reason. Doesn't work.
Yeah. See Eddie got on the road. Yeah, they come down hard on me, and he wanted to make me out to be a fucking drug kid. And then when he got me back to the station, he said, "We're going to fucking get a court order for this. We're going to get a court order for that." I said, "Mate, can I see the judge before you go?" I said, they're going to fucking tell him a few things. You're going to waste your fucking time for a court order? Fucking court order.
Fucking hell.
He
Yeah.
just thought that he caught Mr. Biggs, mate.
Yeah, mate, he wants to feel like a hero, eh? Oh, fucking.
And when he
go out
come
there and do
out
some real
here,
work.
when he come out here, not 2 weeks on the Sunday ago, and said, "Oh, I'll come out to warn you because second parcels arrived." He said, "I've got to fucking warn you because they're so close." He said, "If it had been any further," he said, "you could have ended up in the district court." I said, "Oh, the district court. Oh, okay." But man, what are they gonna? If I got caught with 100 plants or fucking a ton a day, what are they gonna do?
Exactly, mate. You're not
Hang on.
working. You're at the end of, like I said, you're fucking retired now. You're right, mate.
Hang on, automatic ones.
I'm gonna head off, Gear. Oh, you're gone.
You should be back soon, Oscar.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting.
Yeah, right.
Every day, how are you? G'day to everyone. Nick, I didn't say g'day to you. How you been, brother? Yeti's out.
Everyone
no,
well
no.
fucking medicated on the green today, or what, lads?
What are you smoking, Oscar? What are you on?
Fucking Hydro and Bush. Really good Hydro and Bush, just chopped it together. Green sesh.
Yeah, right. Just some local
Sweet.
stuff, mate.
Yeah, local, really good fucking, like really good Hydro and really good Bush, and both together, smoking them together.
Yeah, wow. Good hydro and good bush. Outdoors,
Yeah,
mate. We call it out. We call
Yeah,
it
I just
outdoors.
call
Good
Outdoors,
bush.
Outdoor and indoor. Two different
The word
types of
bush,
weed.
the word, I guess the word bush in Australia has somewhat of a negative connotation to it, and I guess that's what a lot of the rants are about lately.
People
You know,
think, I know people who think that bush is like seedy. Fucking
it's
shit.
just like, yeah, neglected fucking, it's something like Gorilla Grows, man, where you take seeds, put them in the bush and forget about them. Hopefully you get something
Yeah,
off
that's
them.
what
But
I'm saying.
like you say, it's always seedy, drought affected fucking scungy stuff. But if you put a lot of effort into like good organic outdoor, man, there's no reason why you shouldn't have like the best smoke.
Fuck
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
no.
rather smoke.
Fucking,
So
yeah. Fucking really fucking good. Really rips your fucking heart and produces fat clouds.
nice.
Yo, Gear, I'm gonna
Yeah.
head off now, bro.
No worries, Blake. Thanks for coming along. I'm just going to have a couple of puffs on this and go and have a shower. We're going to go into town and do a couple of things before we hang there. But it's always. I
Okay.
might fire the old computer afternoon and go and have a shower. Go and have a shower.
Yeah.
And go and get a couple of whole Guinnesses.
All you brothers
If we
have a
go.
good day, eh?
You too there,
No
Oscar.
worries, Oscar. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, Oscar's out. What are you going to do today, cool hand?
I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out yet. Get a few Guinnesses,
Man,
though. That sounds like a good idea.
I don't know, but it's always a good idea to have a whole Guinness. It's we're going to Cairns tomorrow. We're going on the big drive tomorrow. 212k.
You just taking the ute. You're leaving the van there.
Yeah,
You're not packing up.
No, we're not packing up till later on.
Yeah.
What's going on over here, automatic? What the hell is going on there?
Dropping everything.
What are you dropping?
She out of here because we're looking for filters.
She's looking for filters. She
Oh, yeah,
doesn't
I know
like
that.
doesn't
I
like
know
a
that
man
pain.
smoke without a filter. Use some cardboard. Make some cardboard.
She might
up.
be down to the crumbs. She don't want crumbs in her
No,
mouth. I know that.
she's not down to the crumbs. We've got tobacco. She just got no filters.
Mm.
See?
Oh, they'll be there somewhere.
No,
So
when
what-
she
No,
ran out,
no,
we
run out.
she ran out yesterday. She said, I'm going to run out of filters. I said, well, you should have told me.
Oh,
It's in
yeah.
there.
It's always
Now-
one, eh?
now-
It's tobacco, filters,
I-
papers.
I don't mind it, but that's got a filter. At least it's a smoke.
Yeah. What do we? Yeah, I'm wondering too. See, Doug's asking, what are we doing in Cairns? How long are we there for?
I'm
What's the
going
go?
into Cairns tomorrow. We're going to do some Christmas shopping.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
We've got to send some parcels back to Victoria real quick.
Mhm.
And what else we got to do? Oh, we've got to get we want to go and do some just to get some few bits and pieces. We haven't. She hasn't been up there before, and instead of going just up the road, even fucking, we're going to make a day of it, mate. 100 kilometres, 2 hours. We leave here at sort of 6 o'clock. We'll be up there by 8. Crop around till
Mhm.
12. Be home by 3.
Yeah, right.
I'll do a few hundred, and she can do the second half, and I'll sit back and have a couple of whatever.
Yeah.
Stop off at a pub and have a beer. The
Yeah,
old
do
Irish
something,
couple,
mate.
somewhere like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make a fucking day of it.
We don't get to, yeah, well, that's what it's all about, mate. We don't go out and do that sort of shit, so we're going to do it.
No, well, that's it. That's
And
it.
then,
That'd be
and then-
that'd be the big
and then-
city for you.
well, it would. Well, it's, Kansas. I've been to Kansas for over 20 years.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you know, 20
Townsville-
30 years I've been to Kansas. So
Townsville's big now too.
Townsville,
It was.
Townsville, you bypass it now. You bypass Townsville, you drive through the fucking outside of it,
Mm.
going north.
No, it's supposed to be a lot
Kansas,
bigger.
You've got to
was-
go. Yeah, yeah. It's 212 to Townsville, and I think it's 203 from here north.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
That's where we vacated. It's
Mm.
an hour's down, hour so long to Ingham, and it's an hour and a bit, an hour's north to Innisfail. We can go to Mission
Yep.
Beach for fucking 40 minutes, or Tully in 20 minutes,
Mm.
or,
Yeah,
or
Tully.
Cardwell in 15 minutes. Cardwell's got fuck all. IGA,
Mm.
a bottle shop, a pub, servo, and a fucking cop shop. So I stay away
Yeah.
from that fucking place.
Mhm.
I found a
Those,
back road that you can go from. You can go down to Cardwell. I found a dirt road that Blake showed me how to come home from there. Turn right and fucking
Yeah.
follow it all the way, mate. It'll come out just before Cardwell. Fucking awesome.
Hmm.
Dirt,
Yeah, right.
dirt
Well,
road, good
you'd
dirt
know if-
road, fucking,
If you talk to the locals, mate, they know.
yeah. Automatic drives, mate, if I got to. If I don't feel comfortable, mate, I just put auto behind the wheel, mate. I can go to sleep with her.
Oh, you drive
I've
over the
always
ring
got my
road
foot on-
in that thing, which
What
is
ring
almost the heart of Townsville. You drive. Cody reckons you drive over the ring road
Yeah.
in Townsville, which is almost the heart of Townsville. That's where they put that
Yeah, I
fucking.
know.
They put $8 billion into that fucking thing, didn't they? Isn't that where all our money's going?
I've never seen it before, mate. I know. I drove through there,
Yeah.
fucking watching everything because that many fucking people
they've-
fucking flying past you, inside, outside, upside down, fucking here and there.
No, they've got like $8 fucking billion on that road, mate. For some reason, North Queensland gets more money than fucking the rest of it. But I guess where all the mines
Fucking
are,
the road,
it's all for the miners,
the road,
for the mine companies.
the road up here, it's where it fucking joins the Bruce Highway, and where you cross the railway track. There's more fucking potholes there between here and fucking Sydney. Fuck, we did this
Yeah,
some
right.
potholes, and the fucking local council, they need fucking kicking up the arse and getting the fucking fix it up.
Oh, it's fucked out here, mate. You want to drive out here? Just destroys
did.
cars. Yeah, it's worse now.
I did.
It's worse now. We've had another 2 floods since then too. We've had 3 floods this year. Yeah, they're doing something to it now. They put fucking X amount of fucking billions of dollars into it. They're putting like 6 times more money into that ring road now. And there's a bit of a fucking ordeal going on about it.
Yeah,
I did see
it's a
something about it
major
recently.
fucking road, mate. You go out on the amount of fucking traffic that I see up here on the Bruce Highway heading north is unbelievable. It don't stop, mate. It don't
Yeah,
stop.
a lot of trucks. A lot of trucks up there.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers tailgate you, mate. They fucking tailgate you like you wouldn't. I felt like fucking hitting the
Odds
brakes
done.
one night and jumping out and just dragging this back out of his truck. Who the fuck do you think you
Yeah.
are? Fucking sitting too.
Yeah.
Man, they're fucking bad.
Yeah, tired drivers too, eh? Do that. They just tailgate you. It's a dangerous sign.
All right, I don't give him water, mate. I just give a tap on the fucking foot brake, and if he fucking, or if he doesn't, I just put my hand out the window, mate. Give him a fucking thumbs up. And if they really
double
get
tap the
fucking
brake.
smart, mate, yeah. Or if they really get smart, mate, I just fucking when they go past and say, "Oh, you work for Lindsay Brothers. Hello, Lindsay. This is your old mate here. Fucking rah. You got one of your drivers that thinks it's a cowboy. Get him off the road, or otherwise I'll call the fucking transport department. A whole lot of years. That sort of slows them down.
Yep. Yeah, mate. Yep. Oh yeah, it's a bit of the Wild West out there, eh?
It is a Wild West, yeah. But we're going to go and have a shower soon and get ready and go to Tully before
Yeah,
the
no
fucking
worries,
day
mate.
gets
I'll
too
let
hot.
yeah. That's it. I'll let you go and do that.
29, nearly 30 degrees here at the moment, and 72% fucking humidity.
Yeah, it'll be something like that here too.
Yeah. You have a day, see, Doug?
So you're
Where's
gonna
the
be
gear
back on
changing
later?
Millers? Yeah, this afternoon I'll do something. Yeah, what's today? Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone always goes
Yeah.
live 4:20, so I'll do
Yeah,
after
that's
that,
true.
or Terence or whoever. Yeah, just let them do their stuff. No good all jumping on one time being opposition. You don't get the fucking people in.
No, that's right. Yeah, that's it.
You can't
Yeah.
have a good laugh. I'll be
Oh,
there.
I said that ages ago.
I told you.
Yeah,
I told you I'd text you this morning.
mate. You did. You did.
I said the wrong time. When I said half
I was
past
there for
8,
your
I
early
thought,
stream,
yeah,
mate.
8:30. I know. You were the first
I
one in.
thought. Nah, Clouds beat me.
Cloud-
Someone else.
Cloud
And a
won.
lurker. Yeah, and a lurker. But
And a lurker.
yeah,
A
I
lurker.
thought you were gonna do like a bit of an hour warm up before the thing. So I was like, oh yeah.
I wanted to be, but it was just, I was away. I hadn't had any breakfast, and I thought, no,
Yeah.
I didn't want to sit down for a fucking full hour.
That's it, mate. I do my morning routine. Nothing gets in the way of my morning routine.
And what's that? Have your bongers and fucking.
Yeah, coffee and a shit. Wake up. Not a morning person. Takes me a while to wake up.
We were awake at 4:30 this morning. We went back to
Yeah,
got
right.
up and had coffee. Went back to sleep. Smoked a
Yeah, I
few
do that.
cigarettes. Paid some fucking bills online to fucking spawn and fucking
Hmm?
the fucking what the fuck are these people sending money this time of the night morning for? But get it over and done with.
Yeah. I do random shit like that too. Pay bills at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Get out of the way, mate. You don't see when you wake up, you don't have.
That's it, mate. That's it. Cheers, autos.
Yeah, cheers, autos. See, Doug. Jay every day.
Yeah, mate. You see a nice
I
old
hope-
Irish pub, call in and have one.
That's not a bad. That's you fucking hell. You just might have
Let's have a
convinced
look,
me
eh?
there, Luke. I'm gonna go online and look and see if there's any Irish taverns there that open at fucking. We'll be there by 10.
Already doing it,
Finish
man.
the
Already
shopping.
doing it. Already doing it. There's PJ O'Brien's Irish Pub and Cans. It's closed. Opens at 12.
Opens
There's
at 12.
McGinty's Irish. Yeah, McGinty's. McGinty's opens at 1. O'Donnell's. O'Donnell's is open. So it should be fucking.
Opens at 10
Should be
o'clock.
open at 9. Should be open at 9. O'Donnell's Irish Pub and Grill. Oh no, that's Palm Cove. But yeah,
I ain't
McGinty's
going
and
that far.
PJ O'Brien's. Nah,
Oh,
there's two here.
Look at-
You'll have to wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you'll have to wait,
no,
but-
we go and do our shopping. We're taking a freezer with us. We're taking a fridge with us, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
put all our
Yeah,
cold
yeah,
stuff
you'd have
in
to.
there.
Mm.
Yeah. And then we just, if we want to, we just get a fucking couple of bags of ice and put it into a fucking whatever else we need.
Mm.
I got a big plastic carry thing. I just put everything out of it and fill it half full of ice, and I can fill a fair bit in there. And we might even get some seafood and store it up. Because you get some fucking top class seafood up there. It's I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Might have to go somewhere a bit towards Christmas, because it's a fair way off to Christmas, but you can't freeze it unless you get it frozen.
Maybe get a little bit for, maybe get a teaser for now and just hold off until Christmas.
Oh, yeah. I like that word, teaser. I like that word.
Basically is. It's the handful of prawns, please.
Fuck, man. I want 2 dozen oysters and I want half a kilo of prawns, and I want 3 big pieces of
That's
cold
not a teaser.
That's not a
That's
fucking
not a
teaser.
teaser.
There's $100 there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
That's
do
a
that at
good
Christmas
meal.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a automatic loves seafood scallops.
Yeah.
So she cook around and we're just gonna, she'll cook a Christmas lunch, and then we just have a seafood fucking dinner for night. Cold.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get some seafood. I think I'm doing Christmas on my own, which is the best kind of Christmas for me. Yeah.
Where's your mum and dad going?
I think they're visiting the middle sister up your way. Yeah, they're going to your way, mate. They're visiting you.
Where are they going to?
Up. What's that?
Up my way.
Yeah, Murrumba.
Mariba.
Murrumba.
I'm not sure where that is.
It's close to you, mate. It's in between. Wait for the maps to load. It's a mining town up there, mate.
Oh, okay. Well, right near me, there's no mining up here. Not near me. Probably
Yeah, but it's closer to you than it is to me. It's closer to you than it is to me. It's just southwest of Mackay.
Oh, fuck, man. No, I'm north of Mackay. I'm way north of Mackay.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's closer to you than it is to me. So they're heading your way still.
So you're going to be
About
home
halfway,
alone,
isn't
are you? Home
Yeah.
alone. You better behave yourself. I'm going to do
Always, mate.
something. I'm going to do
I
a
love
live on Christmas Day sometime. I will do one.
Yeah, you better. Mm.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to show you what Automatic's going to cook for lunch, and then just keep on going from there. See how long I can last.
do an open panel thing where you and you can do a competition for who's got the best fucking Christmas clothes, who's the best dressed.
Oh, yeah. I'll win that because I have
Uh,
nothing
uh,
on.
That's what I was thinking. I got
Yeah.
a Christmas shirt somewhere. Yeah, here it is. It's got a fucking beauty of a stain on it from one fucking Christmas, but fucking let's see if I can get this. And it'll be in reverse. It's just a fucking picture
Oh, yeah?
of a deer that says "fuck off."
That's it.
That summarizes my fucking Christmas cheer.
I got a bat Santa t-shirt.
Oh, what?
A
What
bat
do you got?
Santa.
Bat
I'll show you.
Santa.
Hang on.
Hey, D-Mac. Bat Santa. Jingle bells, Batman smells.
Oh. Yeah, so
You were wearing a Santa hat last year, weren't you? I think he was. Too far away.
Yeah, I was last year. We went home last year.
Yeah, that's right.
That one.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Jingle bells, Batman smells.
Well, that's a Batman shirt, so I thought, well,
That's pretty cool, eh?
where's that fucking mad Irishman? I better not call him a Scotsman.
D-Mac, yeah.
D-Mac.
D-Mac's he's in the chat.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, midnight there. Fuck.
Too cold. Too cold here. Hey. Look at this, mate.
It's
No,
fucking
t-shirts, mate. There's D-Mac is in the house. The fucking I called
It
him
will
an
be
Irish
cold.
cunt the other day. I called him an
No,
Irish
don't
cunt.
do
He said,
that.
"Hey, no, I called him a Scottish cunt." I said,
Yeah,
"Hey, you
yeah.
Scottish," because I haven't seen him for a
Yeah.
while. And Mud Digger was in the house, and I said, "Hey, you fucking Scottish
That's
cunt." He
right.
said, Mud Digger said, he ain't Scottish bloke. He's fucking Irish. I said, "Oh, fuck me." I said, "Well, I'll start again. How are you, like an Irish cunt?" I love the bloke, mate. He's got a shut the fuck up. You know that beer I got?
A what?
It's called Shut the Fuck Up. The beer I got is
Oh, is
called
that?
Shut the Fuck Up.
Oh,
Yeah, my
is
teddy
it?
bear.
Oh, blue eye.
Yeah, yeah, Blue Eye. Yeah, he's called Shut the
Yeah.
Fuck Up.
Oh, there
And
you go.
D-Mac's got a unicorn. D-Mac's got a unicorn. It's called Shut the Fuck Up. And his wife told me they've had it for quite a few years, so he's older than my Shut the Fuck Up.
Yeah, right.
And he's
Yeah.
got one. He showed it to me. He said, "What's his name?" And his wife said, "Shut the fuck up." And I said, "What?"
I got.
She said, "It's older than yours." Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Oh, how old is he?
We were laughing. I was, shut the who? Oh, he'd be in his very well early 50s. D-Mac would be in his fucking.
No, the bear or whatever. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about. Oh, you guys.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's older? You are.
Called,
Yeah.
I've got the bear with the blue eye. His name is Shut the Fuck Up. D-Mac has got a unicorn with a fucking big thing hanging with it. And I said, "Oh, that's nice." And his wife, I said, "What's his name?" She said, "Shut the fuck up." And I said, "What?" She said, "It's older than we've had him for 4 or 5 years, and that's what we named him 4 or 5 years ago." She said, and then she said, "My husband, he's fucking talking about the fucking your bed called Shut the Fuck Up." And we bounce off each other, that fucking silly fucking Irishman. And because I drink Guinness, that I'm the fucking, he's just a cool bloke. And same as Mud Digger, all them guys that come over.
Yeah,
from
Mud's
fucking
cool.
Some of them guys from the US. He is.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
fucking awesome
Yeah,
blokes.
yeah.
Fucking, and it's a pleasure to fucking see him,
Yeah, for sure. Hey, King B. Hey, again, brother.
The brother, the
Who else
FBK
up?
or the KBF? Hey, you part of the what was it? You could be the FBI. Hey, fine.
KBF.
KBF, the King be fine, or are you always on time? That's I'd say no. G'day, bro. Where's that other Tasmanian? He calls himself Terence the Terror. Where's Terence today? He's probably at the burgers are better at Hungry Jack. Or the standards get more taco at Hungry Jack.
He might be finishing up a gym session too.
I might go and see Jim today
might be
myself.
working out.
Jim Boom.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the only fucking thing I want to see today.
Yeah. And his mate Jack Daniels.
No, I'll stick with it. I usually go and buy a Tawley. A Tawley, a fucking Tawleys. They're not as big as what a fucking Tawley is, Jim Boom. It's a little bit smaller in the bottle, and you might get a fucking bit.
We couldn't even get the Jack bottles here anymore. Just big cans.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I go and buy that Tawley for about $9 of Jim Boom, $10.
Yeah, they used to be $9. They're not that anymore. They're like fucking 12 or 15 or something.
10 or $11. Yeah. But
when
also,
they were 9, 8 or 9.
They were, what's the Woody? That's not as strong, but it's still a good drink.
Yeah. I can't have too many Woodstocks. They get too sweet. I have about 2.5 and I start slowing down, sobering up.
I get a three pack of beers for $21.
Tawleys.
Long necks. Long necks, mate. King Browns for $21 for 3. $7 a pop. If you go in and buy them single, some places charge you $24. But I get points on them, and every 1,000 points, I get fucking I think it's $10 fucking off the next sale.
Yeah.
You spend $20, you get 20 points. And there's no bottle shops out here. There's no shop. There's nothing out here. We got to go to Tully, which is 25 k's away. And that's why we're going to Cairns tomorrow to do all our Christmas shopping. And there's nothing up here. You've either got to go to a dollar store to buy your fucking Christmas presents. There's no Toys R Us. There's no fucking this. There's no that. There's a dress shop that charges you fucking $75 for a dress. There's one shoe shop. Seafood's fucking astronomical. They charge you fucking $5 for 20. I got a handful of chips the other day. 25 chips, I reckon. $5.50.
Fuck. Remember what $5 of chips used to get you back in the old days, man? You'd regret it. It'd be $5 of chips, and fuck, maybe not 5.
20 cents in my day, fucking 2 handfuls.
Yeah.
And how much for sauce? $2, sir. Sauce, they'd throw the fucking bottle at you if you bought $1 worth.
Yeah. Go for you.
Nah. Yeah. I don't mind
Things
paying for
change,
fucking for some good food, but
Yeah,
you
that's right.
know, it's
Mm.
$14 now for a piece of red emperor and chips. $15, $14.80 I think it is. And there's a bloke down the road that does a Spanish mackerel, and no word of a lie, it's fucking like that and chips for $13 down a cardboard.
Mm.
And
Be a nice
we
feed,
might
but
even,
yeah. Oh, you just
yeah. Well, I'll go and buy that seafood marinara,
I love it.
and you can. It's only at IGA. It's not too bad, but I can buy $8 worth of that and have an automatic one. I cook mine up. I can put a bit of lemon juice over the top and a bit of pepper, and then man, it's a fucking cheap meal.
It's good for good to make a pizza with.
Well, there you go.
You make-
Yeah, well, there's a
make your own
pizza oven here. I
pizzas.
might ask the old boss how to fucking use. I think
I
you
used
got
to
to
make my
fire.
own doughs and everything, mate. Used to let them make me dough from scratch and let it rise.
Oh yeah, but you at home, see?
Yeah, that's
Hungry
right.
Jacks for my boy Tassie Timmons.
He's working.
Hey, I'll have to start selling fish and chips there, D-Mac, you reckon? Hey?
Well,
Sell
he
fish
fucking
and chips.
advertises them well, doesn't he?
I love the fucking fish up here, but I'd have to, I'd go break trying to fucking catch the stuff, and I'm not fucking peeling your potatoes for you. Fuck that.
He'd eat the profit, mate. He'd eat the profit.
The fish shop
That's
in
what
town
happened.
here at the moment it's just a fish shop that sells fucking. It's like $60 a kilo for fucking red emperor.
Yeah, but red emperor's not cheap,
It's
eh?
not cheap. It's not cheap,
It's
but you
fucking
get a
good.
fucking. You know, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and waste my money today. I'm going to say I might have to. I can go up to a couple of places. I can go up to Innisfail or down to Ingham for Christmas and do the seafood Christmas shopping. It's not too far away, you know. I won't go here. Woolworths, if you want to go to Woolworths, Woolworths always got some good stuff at Christmas time. So, you know.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's only 40 minutes away at Mission Beach. Or go another 20 minutes and I can go to Coles or wherever I like it in Innisfail or Ingham. But it costs you $50-$60 to drive there and back.
Yeah.
To get to Cairns and back, I reckon I'm going to use it. 400. I reckon I'm going to use at least $120 worth. That's only 60 litres, under 60 litres, 50 litres.
2 hours there and 2 hours back. 2 hours there, 2 hours back.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah.
Well, it still costs you $100 to put it in. I've got to put $100 in it, rain, hail, or shine.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
I've got to run around on it.
That's right. That's right.
I'll probably go out and see the lads this afternoon. See what they're up to.
Yeah.
We're going to take some fuel out to one of them. I'm going to take him some fuel out for his motorbike. He said, he gave me something to have a little bit of fun on the other day, and he said, "Can I get some fuel for that?" I said, "Sure, bloke, sure." I said, "I've got a container. When can you bring it out?" I said, "Thursday." Yeah, no worries. So we'll go to town, and I'll drop it off on the way out.
Yeah, that's nice, mate.
Yeah, well, they're good blokes, mate, out there, you know.
Yeah. That's good.
That's how I met the bloke who's driving that tractor for his brother that I did yesterday, you know. He's,
right.
The other bloke that I met him with one of the Murray boys. He's a white fella, and he lives in some pretty far out accommodation, man. Some fucking far out accommodation. Like a tin shack, automatic laughing. Like
Little
a tin roof
shanty out
over
in the
your
bush.
head, a
Yeah.
tin roof over your head, 6 dogs and a
Fuck.
dirt floor.
Yeah, that's rough, eh? Yeah.
And a fucking,
6
yeah,
dogs in the dirt floor. Sounds like a
milk
dream.
crate, and man, and a milk crate or a burned out
His
fucking
couch.
baby's chair. No, there's no.
Yeah.
He's on the couch with his dogs, and one of them,
Oh.
man, if you went out there, it would take your fucking head straight off you.
One of the dogs would.
Oh man, it is he put it in the fucking side of his back of his truck because he knew I was coming out.
Jesus.
And I didn't know it was there. When I walked past the truck, this thing just fucking just
Fucking
he
launch
can't
at
turn
ya.
around. He can't turn around because he's that fucking big. But he was facing the same way the second time
Oh.
and fucked me right next to me. I jumped into a puddle. And man,
Scares the shit out of you.
you drive in the driveway, you got to reverse out the driveway, sugar cane on both sides, and all of a sudden this
Yeah.
fucking shed in the middle of nowhere. Got a generator and all
Yeah,
that.
right.
He's got his shower and that, but it's
Fuck
just
you.
the roof.
You'd be praying, wouldn't you? The fucking cane harvester doesn't fucking
No,
come over the top
he's,
of it.
he's the caretaker of that property, the bloke that owns it. There's
Yeah,
nothing
right.
there, mate. There's nothing there. You can't even know that he's there except for the driveway. And it's fucking,
Yeah.
you drive in, you got to reverse out. And I done
It's like
I
like
picked him
two.
up, I picked him and another bloke up and took him to town. And he said, you know, you got to reverse out. I said, well, how do you think I fucking got here? And I reversed out fucking
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick. And he, what? He said, you can do that. I said, well, no, I can't, but you want me to do it again?
Mhm. Yeah.
Can you do that? Wow. But
Yeah.
no, it's they do some blokes. They do some blokes for it. You know, they're blokes. The black fella around him. They look like they got their ass out of their fucking pockets because they live in humpties, little
Yep.
fucking squats. And they're the most down the fucking earth blokes you could ever fucking meet.
Mm.
And
Mm.
money doesn't worry him. You know, it's
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be quick. The black fella goes out every day with a spear, and he goes fishing in this fucking place in this river, and he comes home with at least 2 fish every day. Every day, and that's mate. He loves cooking it up with his rice. He makes you a cup of coffee over the fucking fire. You got to go into his property. You got to go under the fence, mate. Lift the fucking wire up to
Yeah.
get
Right.
onto his place. And
He probably lives more content than anyone, mate. Probably no
does,
stress
mate.
in the world.
There's no stress in the world. He's got solar panels. He's got fucking
That's what people
lights.
don't get. Yeah.
A TV.
Mm.
There's no power. There's no running water. There's no fucking this. You want to go for a swim, and he goes and jumps into the river.
In the river, yeah.
They're also fucking people, mate. So down to earth. And the white fella sort of, him and I seemed to gone really well. And he's only got some very, very low rated weed, but it's not a bad weed if you haven't got no weed. And when you haven't got nothing and you've been smoking that, he's been giving me some of it. And then you only have to have a few.
I should give him some fire seeds. Let him out. Let him out there with some fucking good strain.
Well, I can't say. He wants me to give him 100, mate. He does.
Give him what?
100.
Jesus.
I said, mate, if I can get hold of 100, I fucking would. What's in it for me? But I'll talk to you about that later. But wow, man, it's, you know, he's got the possibilities out there is just unbelievable. There's no one there, mate. The fucking mountains are your foothills. And the banana plantation that I work on, that's his brother's. That's his brother's place, man. But at the back of that, he wouldn't do anything on his brother's place, but at the back of that, it's fucking no man's land. And what a fucking awesome spot. Well,
Just goes to show, hey, like you start talking to people and they, you fucking get a bit of work, you get to know people, you get to know the locals. You
yeah,
don't have to worry.
I met them lads, I met them Murray lads at the service station one night, mate. I go out there and they fucking treat 90% of them treat me like a fucking brother, mate.
Yeah, and
You
they
know?
will. Yeah.
They do, mate. They do. Call me
Yeah.
the old man. And then now I
Mm.
went out there the other day with the missus, and they're calling me fucking Uncle and Auntie. Hey,
Mhm.
Unc,
That's when your family. Yeah.
Auntie Glenda.
Yeah.
Fuck. I walked up
Yeah,
the
well, that's
street
an
of
honour.
Connie the other day. This is no word of a lie. I walked up the street with the missus was in doing something in a fashion shop, and I was walking up to the fucking fishing the outdoor tackle shop, and this bloke someone sang out, Uncle Steve.
Hmm.
Who the fucking hell? I looked around, man. There's people everywhere.
Mm.
Hey, bloke.
Mm.
Oh, you remember me? I'm saying his missus. He said my missus is a Mad Bulldog supporter. She seen you yesterday. I said, oh fuck yeah, man. I said, geez, you look
Good.
like so and
Yeah.
so. He said, I should do. He said, that's my brother. He said he loves you.
Yeah, right.
He fucking loves you, old man. He calls you. I said, you fucking know him. He said, pick him up, they take him out, they buy you a beer, put some fuel in the car. I said, mate, I'm a smoker. And they just fucking, yeah, mate, we'll always help you out, bro.
Mm.
You'll be right.
How good's
You'll
that,
be
eh?
right. Yeah.
It's good, mate.
Going out to see
No,
him this
go.
afternoon. Yeah, have a couple of
Yeah.
beers with them.
Yeah.
Couple of beers with them.
Fucking hell.
They knock off
Small
about
towns,
3
mate.
Well, it's a village, mate. They're not in town. They're out the back here in the mountains on the way to the waterfalls. It's like 10 minutes away. The waterfalls are 15. You got to drive through their place to get to it. It's have a little island, Murray Island, the guys and family, little community. Up there, mate, they got their own little pay cards, electricity cards. If you don't put the card in with credit in, you got no power.
Yeah, right.
You go and buy a power
Shit.
card. You go and buy a power card.
What the fuck?
It's if you instead of getting the fucking electricity bill, you pay as you go.
Mm.
But it's a good system to fucking if you had to do it instead of
Oh, well, if it
but you
works. Yeah.
it works. Well, it has to work because if you want power, you got to pay
Yeah.
and go and buy a card.
Yeah.
When it runs out, you got to put another card in there. And you can buy them at the post offices and certain shops, but it's a power card, so it's like having an air conditioner, mate. If you have to pay for it, you got to put it in. We're out of gas. I got to take a gas bottle into town today and get it refilled.
Yeah,
So,
that's not cheap either.
probably $50 here exchange.
Uh,
A big one.
yeah, I won't get into the gas deal.
Oh, well, we need it for the stove.
Oh, just the whole thing, mate. We export more fucking gas than any cunt in the world.
Oh,
and
I know.
We pay more for it than anyone.
They exported to Japan for 5 cents a
Failed
litre.
fucking governments.
Yeah, we got enough gases to last us a fucking billion years on the fucking down
Yeah.
on the shelf.
Yeah.
They don't want to.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it in their fucking backyard, mate. But we got to pay for some other fucking cunts to stay.
Yeah, we export it. We pay to export it to Japan. It comes out
I
of
can
fucking
remember
taxpayers' pocket.
natural gas
Subsidies.
they used to sell it for about 3.6 cents a litre, natural gas, and in bulk tankers that come over and just take it away. Billion dollar
Yeah.
fucking loads.
Well, fucking back in the day when every second person used to drive around on LPG, mate,
Yeah. 19
Everyone
cents
had
a
a
litre.
fucking everyone had a fucking LPG tank in their boot.
I used to drive a few taxis. That were, one was a taxi, was the old style, and that was gas and petrol. They never worked, and then they brought out the the latest
Was it an old
Ford, and that
Falcon?
one, yeah, and then
Yeah.
they run it on natural gas. They run it on the fucking and gas used to be like 70 cents a litre
Yeah.
when they fucking
Yeah, I
come
remember
out.
that.
Now it's over the fucking dollar, mate. And diesel was the byproduct and it was the
Yeah.
cheapest shit.
Yeah.
You couldn't get
Yeah.
diesel away, mate.
Yeah.
Now it's $2.39 a fucking litre up here, or $2.27 if I go down the fucking another way.
Well, before diesel went up, mate, when they started bringing out all those little diesel cars, I think they brought back the diesel Golf and that they had that diesel Astra.
Yep.
All these car companies were going to sell a billion of these fucking little 4-cylinder diesel cars, and then fucking price of diesel went through the roof worldwide. It's been there ever since.
Out on his farm, Luke, no word of a lie. These two brothers are the bloke that owns the plantation. They're very Christian people. There's a family of 4, 2 adults and one farm and 2 adults on the other, and a couple of kids. So one of the boys
Okay.
doesn't on one of the families. He doesn't like getting out of bed, and he doesn't like his old man waking him up and disturbing him. He's like 17, and he still gets his mother Moddy calls him, and she lets him sleep in and doesn't wake him up. So they need another person on certain days to drive the tractor so that the two brothers can run off either side, fucking picking hands of bananas, putting them on their shoulder and filling that fucking 30-foot trailer that I tow around. And he asked the bloke, said, "Would you come out and help us one day?" And I said, "Yeah, mate." He said, if you do a couple of days free with him and he thinks you're all right, he'll pay you what he pays the young bloke. And I said, "Oh, will he?" He said, "Yeah, you got to stay for 4 or 5 hours." I said, "Yeah, mate, no worries." He said, "We'll see what we can do for you." He said, "I'll put a good word in for you," because he said, "You just got to show him that you're keen to do and you can operate the tractor and you can put a few lids on, It's monotonous, fucking boring work, but if you can show a bit of initiative," he said, "he won't give a stuff about his young bloke. He'll just sack him and fucking put me on, pay me his money." And I said, "I'll be in that." So I went out yesterday and I got there at 10 to 6. They make us a cup of coffee, and then we go out to the shed. And all he did was show me how to put. There's a lady sits there on a stool and packs 13 kilos of bananas in a box, put some plastic over it. I put the lid on, slide it along, pack it onto a pallet when I get enough of them, and build it up. It's easy work. It's monotonous, but it's easy. There's no rush. It takes a while to pack them in. Over there, cut off with the hands. It gets washed, comes round, you pack it on. And we done about, I don't know, 20 boxes. And then he said, "Come on, we'll go over there." He said, "I'll come over here and I'll show you the tractor." I said, "No, matey, sorry." I said, "Just let me have a look at it and don't say a word if you don't mind. I just want to have a good look. I haven't seen it before." I walked over, studied it for a minute. He said, "What do you reckon?" I said, "Can I jump up and start it?" He said, "You show me what you can do." I just jumped up, fucking had a look, ding, ding, with one gear and another. There's the key, turn it on, there's the button, ding, ding. Fire her up, fucking backed around, put the fucking pin in the fucking thing, hooked the trailer up. He's sitting there driving back down there, down past the shed. He said, "Let's go down the fucking hill." He said, "Go down that big hill down there and go down the first row and then take the third row on your left." And that's all he said to me. And I fucking went down the big hill, down the corner, down the road. Third row on the left, fucking turn left, I pulled up. He said, "You'll do us for the day, bloke." Come up and tap me on the shoulder. I just drove up the track, man, nice and slow, and they just fucking put about 60, 70 fucking buttons of fucking bananas on there. And then I went, we just back round up the fucking hill, nice and slow, up the fucking big hill, nice and slow, in the fucking low gear, pulled up the fucking hill, backed you up, drove straight into the shed where we had it. I said, "Man," he said, "that young bloke's going to fucking lose his job real quick."
I don't think he'd care, mate. It sounds like he'd be happy staying in bed.
"Couldn't you come out on Saturday?" I said, "Yeah, I'll come out on Saturday." He said, "Well, we're going to meet another day." Yeah. So I'll go out there on Saturday morning at 6 o'clock. And I only worked there from 6 till about 10:15. And that's, they said, "Go." He said, mate, he said, if you want to hit the track, we want to go home. He said, there's no use all staying here. There's only a little bit left to do. He said, you've done a fucking
Yeah.
awesome job today, bloke. Thanks for coming. And he said, and his brother said, oh, we're going to bananas. He said, don't fucking ask for bananas here. He said, go and get him a fucking pumpkin and whatever else was over there. So, you know, I'll go back there, man, and I can do a few hours and see what we can get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Bit of
Tell me
cash,
about
mate.
the road.
And a bit of fitness too.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
It's good fucking fitness.
good. Oh, mate, no, I'm the most unfit fucking motherfucker you've ever met, mate. But I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. I just fucking,
Yeah.
mate. the
If you
fitness
rotate
level,
the jobs around, if you're not doing the same thing and getting fucking
well,
repetitive
it doesn't,
stress syndrome, then it's
I'm not
fine.
doing anything at the moment, mate. All I'm doing is sitting here drinking piss, smoking dope and talking to you.
Oh well, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a long day to do nothing, mate. We go swimming
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. That takes, but I can't overexert myself. I can't go. If I start to get any pain, I get this fucking pain back in this fucking left side, man, and it'll fucking kill me. It's severe. I can feel,
Yeah, that's
I can
right.
feel it. It's the pancreatic pain that's the fucking killer, mate. But do what you've got to do. Take our time.
Mm.
I've got to go and get, on our way to Cairns tomorrow. I've got to go and get a belt for the fucking for the ride on Zero Turns. It's
Oh,
he broke the belt on it, so he's ordered one. I've got to pick it up on my way back tomorrow.
has he got to put it in?
Oh, he'll fit it. He's a diesel fucking bloke. He does all the maintenance on all the vehicles up there. And his missus is one of the big supervisors in the mines. He's got one of those little mini diggers. You know what they are? He's got one of them.
Yeah, that'd
He's
be
got
good.
that. He's got one of them, and he works all around the place doing stuff. He's got a week's work, so he's taken a week's sick. He's got 21 days or something, so he's taken 5 days off to catch up on his work here. They got a good job because they've been there for years and they've got qualifications to do it. We're only going to be here till after Christmas, till the middle of January, because they're renovating their house and they're going to use the shower and the toilet that's here that we use. So they're going to put their caravan and get it ready for when we move out. They're going to live in their caravan for a couple of months while they turn the power off and renovate their fucking house.
And basically do what you're doing now.
Yeah. But they won't need anyone to. There'll be no animals here, and they'll just lock the place up and be home once a week. 1 week out of every 2.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
We've been here for a while, so it's been a great stay. We're not going to go too far. We're not going to go too far.
No, not yet.
This is a beautiful spot. This is a fucking awesome spot. But
yeah,
anyway,
right. DMAC prepays power there too.
What do you say, DMAC? Say?
They prepay power there too.
Okay. DMAC hasn't been to Tasmania yet, Blake. He hasn't been out of fucking island. His boat won't make it. It keeps on getting caught in the big wave full of Guinness. Hey, DMAC, you fucking Irish mad motherfucker. Love you, Blake. And say hello to shut the fuck up for me. Hey. Say hello to shut the fuck up, bro. Awesome. Anyway, Luke, I'm going to go and have a shower and fucking take my missus into town and get some gas and hanging out for these cigarette filters. Fucking hell.
Yep. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. I know that pain. Yeah, better go do that stuff, mate.
Yeah.
Get it over and done with.
It's going to get too hot, bloke.
Yeah.
What is it now?
Yeah, he'll be fit.
30,
yeah.
30.
It's going to be hot,
now.
mate.
Well,
you'll be in the heat now.
Go in a minute. But now, mate, goes away tomorrow. I'll be parking underneath his fucking shed where his boat was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hook.
Sitting out the car, sitting in the sun.
I know you're going. G'day. I saw
Yeah, that's
Oh.
all right, mate.
quickly jumped up.
I'll do
Yeah,
another pipe for you. I'll do another pipe for
come
you,
up
bro.
for a
No
bong.
worries.
No worries. Well, make it 4 minutes and 20 seconds. No worries. I was
Yeah.
watching and I didn't want to go without commenting. So I quickly jumped on when I was listening and heard you quit. We're gonna close it up. How are you guys? Good conversation. Been
Yeah.
doing around
Yeah,
here.
Cheers,
good
Hook.
laugh.
I won't hold you up. I know you got a day ahead of your gear. You know, every second, every ticks away. Sun keeps on
Well,
coming.
it's
Time
it's
stops.
it's
No one.
it's getting hot. I am. I don't know. I didn't. It didn't work out the way we wanted it with the volume, but I had to go and do that drug diversion this morning, and we
Okay.
done a live with it, and she asked a lot of questions. Plain and simple, mate. And they're not there to fucking to ridicule you, to fucking charge you different. She didn't even know why the police got hold of me. She said, they don't tell us that. We're just here to make sure that you're doing okay. You understand what you've been in trouble for, and you can explain anything you like. And I said, what can I explain after being smoking pot for over fucking 45 years? Can you tell me any different? No. But I'll talk to you and I'll tell you straight up. Ask you a few questions. It was yeah. And I even had a couple of fucking pipes while I was talking to her. And she said to
Good.
me, when's the last time you smoked marijuana? I said, well, that was a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago. I got a short memory. I forgot what I did yesterday.
Can't help. I got memory loss. Come on.
50 minutes to save me ass out of court.
Yeah.
I can't ask for anything else.
Yeah, it was
you
pretty
did your
interesting.
time. You did your
It's
time.
over and done with.
Yeah. We did it with him
No
though.
more.
Some of us
Yeah.
we were here.
Yeah.
Support.
Here.
It was a bit of fun, mate. I just got to delete the chat
It
afterwards.
was.
I'll give away a few home secrets, but I'm not worried about that. Someone said, "Oh, you get out your phone number."
Just,
I said, well, I didn't.
just
Haven't
a
you
few
got it?
details.
Haven't you got it? Who gives a fuck what the phone number is? That's for anybody. If you want to talk to me, that's what it's here for, mate. You know.
I don't like the phone.
Yeah.
Mate, I don't. It's I've learned my lesson. It's fucking.
Welcome to
I'll
social
say no
media.
more.
Welcome
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
social media. Well, guys.
But it wasn't social. I'll tell you something, and I'm straight up about this. It wasn't social media, and it wasn't Wally Hook that sent me the stuff. There was a lot of accusations down there saying Wally sent you this and Wally sent you that. Wally sent me jack shit. He wasn't the one that I got busted from. I never disclosed the name that it come from, and the person done it for me out of the goodness of their heart.
At all. Even
And
if you
from
do
what
know,
I
you
can
shouldn't say
gather,
names. Even if
No, I
someone
never
does
say
know that
names,
someone, no, I'm not saying you, but people, even if we think, you don't go call them out in a public chat. That's all. You know, you find out the facts and
Yeah.
ask people that matter who can do the research and find out if that's true. Not that we want to check up on anyone. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs us,
No.
trying to do that. It's not
It was
like
the actual dog beat me. It beat the sender. That's what it was all about. The dog has got a better nose. And like that ad on TV says, if you send a hamburger, that dog picks up the pickles, the onions, the lettuce, the cheese, the mayonnaise. It knows every cent that you can fucking beat. And that's what it's all about. That ad's is so true, that one on that British or whatever it is, fucking, you know.
I've never seen that. Yeah, right.
Haven't you seen that?
They can.
Border security. It's on border security.
Yeah. Oh.
Look, yeah, I'm not gonna
And
hold
the
you up
sheriff
anymore.
says,
I know you want to get into the day, and I'll just keep chatting. Cool hands.
Good
Good
What-
to see you,
what-
gentlemen.
what are
do
you up
like,
to?
6.5
What are you up to
foot
in
or
South
what?
Australia? Eh?
Sorry, mate.
I've got. Well, I said, what are you like, 6.5 foot or something? Something like that.
Yeah,
Cool
yeah,
hands
exactly.
is-
Yeah, 6.5.
Right,
Yeah, I'm a
He's
lanky
a
motherfucker.
beanstalk,
Yeah,
mate. Beanstalk,
Mhm.
mate. Straight
yeah.
up
I'm
down.
beanstalk.
Yeah.
I'm extra skinny now. I haven't been working for 4 weeks or so,
Well,
and I'm
if you get
healing
as
some
skinny as
broken
me,
ribs.
that's
So
when you
I
got to
haven't.
worry. If you get as skinny as me, then you got to worry.
I probably am, mate. I probably am.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
always
mate,
look
I
at my
can
wrist.
work out hard, and it's
See the
it's
bone that
just
comes out
us.
here?
We
When
don't
we
put
put on
bulk on.
weight,
It's just
we don't put
Marfan.
that-
Yeah.
and you see if you're losing weight by the bone
Mhm.
that sticks out. And that's the easy way to just tell by looking at your wrists if you're
Yeah.
skinny.
What's
Mate,
what's on
my ribs will do that too.
Gear today.
What's
I've
on the
been,
what's
trying
on
to
for the
eat still.
sandwiches tomorrow?
I
What's on
am.
for tomorrow's sandwiches?
I'm not sure. Well, I'm having a. If any SA bloke is in here, South Australian, contact me through Instagram so I can tell you where to meet up for tomorrow's or the weekend's barbie that I'm going to have. But today I'm hunting. I'm
yes.
just
Oh,
dealing with
what?
bank. Yeah, going to have a
Fuck.
bit of a barbie. Going to get some carton, a couple of snags. But today I've got to deal with banks. I've got some like a bond that I need to cash, like not cash, but I need to get more information on it, and it's just such a headache, just such a fucking headache that.
Yeah,
But
right.
I've got to do it.
Ah.
You know, it's 100 years old, so
A bond.
Oh,
Yeah, a
yeah,
bond and
yeah.
all bond, like a railway bond or something.
yeah,
No,
it's
he
a
talked about
medicine.
it before.
Yeah, it's a
He talked
Chinese
about this before.
yeah, herbal medicine. It's like just a share
Yeah,
from
right.
Chinese. Yeah,
Oh,
but it's
wow.
100 years old and it's valid.
Is it like an old piece of paper and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. I can't really show you, so
It's a
but,
bond. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
true
yeah.
bond.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair
True
enough.
bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, a bond. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty much
Look,
The beholders,
creepy
the
as.
beholder's the cashier.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
the
beholder's
physical
the
bit of
cashier.
paper would be worth
Yeah.
something, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, I got the actual bond.
Yeah,
You know, you see
yeah.
these movies where they steal heaps of bonds, and they're going,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
paper?
Yeah.
The reason is
yeah,
it's the
yeah. They
whole,
were old paper bonds. Yeah,
and whoever
Yeah.
has them,
So he's,
you know.
see that
that's
I've only
there?
cool.
got one.
See
I
that?
love that.
It stinks. I'm gonna go and have a shower, so I'm gonna have sex and tell
Yeah,
them to fuck off.
yeah.
Right,
I can
yeah.
fucking smell it from here, mate.
Well, I'm gonna go and have a shower.
Yeah.
Automatic
No
toilet.
worries. I'm having a bong for you.
Automatic screen out in a shower. If I don't hurry up, I'll get left behind, and then I'll have to drink
Yeah.
fucking cold water all day.
Should put you in the tray. You'll be smelly.
I won't even get to the fucking tray, mate. She'll go without me.
Yeah.
You got enough petrol
no
to get
worries,
in
mate.
there, but all right. Love to see you, Luke. Good. Take care,
No
bloke.
worries, brother. I'll let you go. Cheers, brother. It's been a good chat. Cheers,
It
chat.
always is.
I'll drop
See you
back down
guys.
into chat.
Yeah,
Alright.
yo, mate. You can. There you go. I've got to go, D-Mac. You can't smell me over there. Well, yeah, there's fucking two arms there, D-Mac. Now, smell them too. Fucking mad motherfuckers. Hey, bong on, guys. See you, Jeff. King be fine. Camo. Mad Irishman. Good hand, Luke. D-Mac. I can smell you here, over here, gear. Yeah, I know you can. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming over. Hey. And that, as any good Aussie says, shut the fuck up.